education is one area that we're going to look comprehensively in the next plan. That it becomes a prerequisite step before we do public participation. Before we go to the field to talk about ADP, those people must be called prior, told what ADP is, what the process is, so that on the day of public participation, they already have an idea and they know the expectation of that process. Lakini tukienda tu tufike hiyo siku, and then you ask them, then they are going to give all lots of information that could not sometimes even add value to that process. And then the late notice, nimecheka uliposema inawekwa kwa WhatsApp leo and the process is tomorrow. We try as much as possible to meet the 14-day requirement. So we usually post it on the newspaper 14 days before the day. But again, we ensure that we propagate that information. So of course, Kunuli ataona to 1 day before that day, and that person will ultimately complain. Yeah, but it does not mean we give a notice 1 day before the day. How the process should look like, it is not properly defined anywhere what public participation needs to look like. So we do it to the best of our ability, give a platform for members of the public to express. So that is what we define it as. It is a platform to give Mwananchi an avenue to communicate his expectations to the government. But we usually have a problem. We expect our officers to be on the ground by 9. Sometimes because of logistics, sometimes we may arrive late. Sometimes we arrive early and members of the public arrive late. So it is always a problem from all areas. So I guess we're going to get it right going forward. And when Mwananchi also appreciates his part of the game. Lastly, on the next public participation on validation, we are looking at 5th December. 5th December to be our second public participation forum, which we are calling validation.
The intention of the review is to help inform the what? The new CIDP for 2023-2027. And as our director said, as we go to the public participation, one of the documents we are going to go with is which one? The CIDP review. We are going to present to the Nairobians the review so that they can gauge us, they can gauge the performance. If what we had promised to do to them, we manage to do what? To achieve. Annex 4 in the circular give us a guide on how we are to do the review of the current CIDP. The first sections are straightforward. The sector has its vision and mission. Don't you have vision and missions? You do for the current CIDP, but as our director said, in the new CIDP, you might be required, not really required, as you see it fit, to change your mission or vision to align yourself with the current government, aspirations. How many people know of the current CIDP strategic objectives? Are we interacting with the CIDP 2018-2022 for the first time? Well, quietness might be yes or no. So let me just take you through. Is to provide quality infrastructural, physical infrastructure in the city. The other is to provide economic growth, opportunity to diverse groups, and we are told it includes youth, women, people living with disability, and we were reminded the children as well that what? Included. And recently I attended a forum that we were also told we also have refugees that don't live in the refugee camps, but they live among us. And we were given a statistic like Nairobi County has 88,000 refugees. The county aims to provide reliable, accessible, quality, and affordable health care. To promote food and nutritional security for all. To promote good governance, public participation and rule of law. To increase access to affordable and quality housing. And provide clean energy, safe drinking water, waste management, and sanitary services in a secure, sustainable environment. Those are the commitments we made as Nairobi County to achieve through what? Our 5-year development plan that will end in June 2023.